Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, The Ninja King, and today we're doing what if Deku had 6 power. So let's not waste any more time with a what if and let's get on with the series. It would have been now 2 years since the group had formed. During those 2 years, Mido had realized who the group members are and I've gotten to know them. Anyone remaining for the group members, Mido would then think, alright, everyone attention? Yep, everyone would then say. Anyways, I'm gonna recite your name. For what reason? One of the members would then say, just because I can. Mido would take a deep breath. First of all, it's me, Zuki Midori. I'm the leader. Everybody knows that. Nana would then say, ah yes, Nana. And then we have Mimi, who's the secondary member. Yep. Why is she the secondary member? Darby would then say, mostly because she helped me found this group and also because I found her first. Alright, then we have Hattori. She's basically our healer, thanks to her quirk. Yep, that's correct. And there's you, Darby. Or should I say Toya Todoroki? Just keep calling me Darby. After that, we have the resident couple, 02 and Hero. We're not a couple, 02 would then say with a blush face. Yep, and there's Nana, the oldest of the group. Or should I say, technically the second oldest next to Darby. You all are still kids. Me and Darby are what, 19? And what are you guys? Midori would then say, I'm 7, Nana is 7, Hero and 02 are 5, right? No, we are 6. Yeah, right, you guys are 1 year younger than us. Then there's Hattori, who's surprisingly the oldest when it comes to the kids at the age. Hattori wouldn't laugh. So, any other informations or news that we got? Well, it has to be some problems, Midori would then say. First of all, we should mention one of the problems is that we don't have enough money. Midoriya would then say, confusing everyone before everybody even realizes. They have been living from set to set, places to places, and been stealing things. So they have got enough money so that sometimes they don't. You need to steal. You can just buy from the grocery store. Obviously, it's Nana doing the things because, well, what are the chances of the Life Foundation having members everywhere? So yeah. See what I mean? Midoriya would then say, we have a surprisingly low amount of income and we're not getting paid like heroes are. Yeah, whatever, Darby would then say, kind of sleeping. How do you oh, come on. Well, not to mention, we should mention one more thing, Nana would then say. Oh, what is it, Nana? Well, for example, we still have the whole problem with, members. If a new member does come, we don't have the room for them. Hopefully, it's not like a new member will just bust through the door. Everyone would say silent before Midori would say, huh, I really thought someone would just bust into the door like that. Well, whatever, I guess that didn't happen. Oh, really? Are you sure about that? Darby would then say, what if they come like, I don't know, right the fuck now? As once again it would be silence, but then nothing would happen. Meanwhile, in Midori's mind, Sheik would then start to speak. It looks like this is going to be a lot more interesting than I thought. This group has been pretty much fun. Light wouldn't say it has been sick. Anyways, I still have some of my problems to deal with. Midori wouldn't start speaking to Sheik. Yeah, that's right. Over the 2 years you told me about your story, right? About how you were some kind of lab experiment, your parents gave you away, and then after that, Light's death, you basically went crazy murder mode. Yep, he still does that, but little to less. Yep, after I got sent into this world, some of my memories were lost. So during these 2 years, I've been piecing things back together. So I've learned. Thank you, Light. You don't need to thank me, you need to thank my parents. They're the one who took care of you for a little bit. Yep, and then I just left them. What a city son was I to them, wasn't I? Yeah, it wasn't that bad. Yep. But anyways, Midoriya would then say, so what about some of the other kids you were talking about? Well, there's Russ, Ambrose, Tiki Toby. There's a lot of monsters if you want to know. But majority of them are either friendly, chaotic, or in between. Oh, what about Glitz? He seems to talk about him in a very bad regard. Him and Sick never got along. Glitz is, how shall I put it? He's a leader. A leader, huh? He makes sure that the people don't, find us or even try and kill us. He's the one that formed the group anyways. What was the group called? He called it Doors for whatever stupid reason, I don't know. Something about matching a team or something like that. It was annoying. Sick would then say, so if Glitz wasn't around, who would be the leader? Midori asked in curiosity. That would be either me or Figure. Figure? Figure. Yes, let me show you. Sick would then show Midoriya some sort of figure creature. It would be red with having ribs around its body, black like claws, as it would be huge and enormous, with a face that looks like it had multiple teeth inside of it. C is Figure. Wait, see? Midoriya would say yes, see. This is Figure. Light would then say yep, and she's kind of scary if you ask me. Anyways, what about you, Light? How different are you from the rest? Oh, you see, I'm not a monster. I'm an angel. Huh? Well, it's hard to explain. Mostly because I can thank him for that. Who's him? Eyes. Eyes? Yes, he's the guy that formed the organism and everything else. It's kind of irritating to deal with him if you think about it. Does he live with you guys? I'm not so sure. The last time we saw him was him, Amber's, and Figure, and what was his other? Fuck, I forgot about his name. So did I. Light would then say. Don't worry about it. Yeah, but there were four of them and they charged the attack. Figure betrayed them midway, so they don't trust Figure anymore. So, what now? Midoriya would then say before Midoriya? Mimi would then say before Midoriya would then oh sorry guys, I was having a conversation with my quirk. No problem. All of them would understand. And over the 2 years they have learned that Midoriya's quirk is in a group formation or some sort of summoning quirk as Darby had stated, but it was instead a somewhat, how shall I put it? It was like a sentient quirk, but it was sort of different. Yeah, that's what I put it. Anyways, I'll be leaving now. Darby would then say, where will you be going? Nana would then say, what, are you worried about my safety? Of course I am, idiot. We're Life Foundation's enemies. Of course we're going to be worried about each other's. Yeah, whatever. Darby would then say as he then starts to walk away, grabbing some money that he stole from some people. After putting on a mask, he will then disappear. Yeah, I can't believe he's still like that even with us. Well, his scars have disappeared and his hair, it's still white, right? I think Darby's gonna go and buy some hair dye to hide that fact. He doesn't want people to know that it's Endeavor's son for whatever reason. Yeah, whatever happens, happens. Yep, the rest would then say. Anyways, I think we should probably get a new member. Midoriya would then say, why? It has been 2 years, we're lacking the money already. So what should we do? I think an extra hand stealing banks wouldn't be that bad. There comes the problem of how will we be hiding all this money? We cannot afford some sort of big luxurious place now, can we? I don't know, Zero Two would then say before Midoriya finally looks at one of the posters. Other than our wanted posters that the government wanted so badly, there's also this. Midoriya would then show Zero Two's posters. Oh? Zero Two would then say, we can always call the headlines and see who your mom is. Zero Two would then snatch the paper before ripping it. I guess that's a no, Midoriya would then say, expecting that Zero Two would have at least gone for it. But I guess she's stubborn. I don't want to. Zero Two, come on, Hero would then say. You know how I feel about this whole situation, right? I know, but please, no. Zero Two would then say, this time in a more of an angrier tone. Midoriya would then sigh. This is irritation in its most finest form. Whatever, Nana would then say before they all decide to go to sleep, since it was the middle of the night. As Darby would be walking, he walks to the one of the 24 hours convenience store, buying some hair dyes and some food before paying for it. As he would then start to leave, someone would then come in front of him. May I help you? Darby would then say, as it would be a woman with blue horn, pure blue skin, and white hair. With some black markings around her, she will also have the eyes of some sort of creature, or like she looks non-human, almost like she was metaformed. She would then show a picture of Zero Two, with Darby's eyes widening. By any chance, have you seen her? And Darby would then lie. No, I haven't. What a shame. But if you do find her, contact me. She would then give Darby a business card, which Darby is surprised by. The woman would walk away as what seems to be in a limousine of some kind. The car would then go away before Darby would wonder, alright, that was weird. But I need to inform the others. Darby would immediately start running, but seems to be tentacle-like creatures seeing him from the floor. He was lying, ma'am, one of the guards would then say. I know. I just wanted to see where she was hiding all this time. I wonder why she hasn't come back home after all. I treated her nicely. As after a while, Darby would arrive. What's wrong, Darby? Nana would then say. Fuck, you're still awake? Of course I am. Wake the others up. We need to run. Wait, why do we need to run? Just listen to me and get him up. Alright, Nana would immediately pounce up as she would then run to each of their rooms, immediately waking up Zero Two and Nana. Nana would then go one by one, systematically waking up the others as well. Nana would then constantly say for the rest to get up, but Midoriya being the last one, she pulls it up before saying, "Hey, Midoriya, wake up!" Nana, what did I tell you not to wake me up when I'm still sleeping? But did I by chance oversleep or something? Midoriya would then say with the most groggiest voice imaginable. Nana would then say, "Not that. Davis has informed us we need to run." Midoriya would then get up getting serious before covering himself with a seek. Alright, get everyone else. As everyone else would be stuck in a circle. Midoriya would just palm his hand down before back goop starts to come. This is more easier. Sick would then say, "It looks like the boy is getting more handle over my power." Well, it has been 2 years, so we can expect something like that to happen, Light would then say. As the group would start to cover them before the door then burst open, Midoriya would think, "Well, there goes escaping." As the group would then slink back into Midoriya. Midoriya would think, "Well, also put on your mask." As everyone would then put on their mask, hiding their identity with their hoods on as well. The woman would then enter with Darby recognizing who this was. So she was following me after all. The woman and multiple of her guards would then come before looking at it. Before the woman says, "Now, which one of you is my daughter?" All of them would be confused, with Midoriya recognizing the similarities. Blue horns and blue skin. He would then look at Hero, recognizing that he also has blue horns. But he would then hear the word daughter. It was not a boy, it was a girl. And unless the Life Foundation did something to Zero, he doubted it was him. Midoriya would then say, "And what makes you so confident that we have your daughter?" "Simple. That man over there." She would then point at Darby, but Darby recognizing, "Damn it, how did she figure it out? Your hoods are big enough to hide your gender and any affirmations you have, but I can already see it. That man, he's the one I met. When I showed him the picture of Zero Two, normally no one was struck by their eyes widening and their heartbeat getting faster. Now do it." Darby realized that she can hear my heartbeat. What is a quirk? Now, where is my daughter? "Alright, who is your daughter?" Midoriya would then say, as groups would then start to come out. The guards would be ready to fight. "My daughter's name is Zero Two." Everybody would be shocked, but even Zero Two. Zero Two would then drop her mask as the moment would then see. Tears would then come out of her eyes before she then goes to hug Zero Two. Before ending a black tentacle-like thing would then come out. "First of all, how do we believe it's true?" "Why don't you believe me?" the woman would then say. "It's obvious that you're lying, right? You could be lying." I'm not lying," she would then say. "Alright, then prove it. Isn't my mutation enough? Before, look at her. She has red skin. Obviously she had to come from somewhere. Yeah, and she even has horns." One of the guards would then say, "Alright, I don't believe you. Give me some fine proofs." "Fine then." She would then say Zero Two's birth date and her favorite food, which Zero Two nods her head, recognizing that they are the same favorite food that she likes and her birth date is matched. "Yeah, we still don't believe you. Maybe you took this information on sheer crafty one, boy. Now give me back my daughter before we start fighting." "I don't think so," Midoriya would then say, as goop and tentacles would then start to come out. "You don't recognize who I am, right?" "Yes, I've seen the news." Midoriya would then say, "So this sinks the problem." He would then sink to the ground before coming up, before a tentacle from her back would then strike Midoriya down to the ground. "What the?" "Jyoti's quirk is powerful, and her limitation is only limited by her imagination." "Alright, how about take this?" Two giant arms would then come out from the ground before one of the guards would then say, "I don't think so, boy." As Midoriya's quirk would then get cancelled. "What the?" As his smoke would surround the room, Midoriya would then realize he's a cancelling quirk. "But I don't thought the Pro Hero Eraser had it." It looks like giving you that quirk was a handful, wasn't it?" "Giving him that quirk? What does he mean?" Anyways, the man would then start to walk before saying, "It looks like just like we thought. You do have a quirk. It's not a mutation." As the goop would finally be removed from Midoriya's body, they would then get to see. The man would then recognize. "It's him, isn't he? Wow. So that's him?" Midoriya would then say, "What are you talking about? You're the kid All Might has been looking for. Giving information, news stations and everything else for the last 2 years. I'm surprised you haven't been found out." Midoriya would then say, "Please forget it. I'm not interested in going back. I'm interested in protecting people." "I see. That explains a lot. But anyways, we still have a question for you. How long has this group been going on for? 2 years, ever since I left the hospital. Midoriya wouldn't say. Nana wouldn't say, Midoriya, you're giving too much information. Well, what else we do? None of our quirks can activate. Nana, you may be mutation, but some functions of your quirks are not gonna go up, are they? Nana wouldn't say. Abby would realize something, that one problem with it. Inferno! As fire would erupt, spitting them. Well, it looks like they don't work on emitter type quirks. Midoriya wouldn't realize. Yeah, but how is it mine? It doesn't work on certain emitters, probably. Yours is probably like what? Yours technically sentient, so it probably cancels it, thinking that it's some sort of mutation. I see, it doesn't work like Aizawa's quirk. Aizawa Eraserhead's quirk doesn't work on mutations. It only works on emitter and emitter type quirks and transformation type quirks, while ignoring mutation quirks to go normally. You're a clever boy, aren't you? Pretty much, Darby would then say, ready to stop this fire. Just because they cannot fight doesn't mean I cannot fight. Darby would then say, as his crimson flames would then erupt from his hand, before once again two different types of tentacles would then come fight him. Darby would grab them ready to burn them, but they would not get burned. I've trained my quirk to be fire resistant. Darby would be then left to the ground before getting slammed to the ground. Gah! Darby would then scream. Nana, realizing this, would try to use her quirk, realizing that it doesn't even affect her quirk. Using some of the things they push it behind before the one of the guards would then turn her arm into swords before cutting it off. Great, they all have quirks. Midoriya would then think, well, not me, as one of them would then immediately go punching Midoriya in the stomach, knocking Midoriya out. But the rest of them shocked. Midoriya could hear a few words before he gets knocked out. Midoriya would then waking up into what seems to be some kind of fine establishment. Midoriya would be walking before the maid says, so you're finally up there. Midoriya would then say, where are the rest of them? The rest of them are waiting for you in the dining room. As Midoriya would then follow the maids going to the dining room, seeing that everyone was surprisingly calm. Midoriya would then say, okay, what happened? Let me explain. After you got knocked out, everyone was worried. But then the man would then say that they didn't need any harm. So they would explain the entire situation. Would you mind explaining it to Midoriya again? Oh, I would like to. First of all, let's get on with my name. My name is 001. Midoriya would then think, is that why your daughter's name is 02? Yes. Midoriya would wonder and think to himself, alright, either this family has recently started this trend, or they have realized that it's better to go back to 001. But why is the name 0001? It's pronounced 01, just like how my daughter is 02. Yes, can you explain further? Midoriya would then say, first of all, I had a few of my questions been answered by Nana, just like the boy Hero who has the same horns as me. Apparently, 02 was drained of some of her blood, and some of it was forced inside of Hero, growing those horns and giving some traits of our families, like the connected quirk. I see, Midoriya would then say. But why were you looking for 02 and why did it take you 2 years? It took us time to find her because of information gathering, and obviously we just wasn't misimposed and wasn't enough. Not just that, I was always worried about her. But me explaining, Darby would then say how she got lost, because that was the only thing you didn't explain to us. Alright then, I remember it clearly. Me, 02 and my bodyguards were going on a trip to Hawaii or some place like that. 02 was really excited until she saw something happening. We saw a guard, a few people kidnapping a boy. The boy was, Hero. 02 jumped in, summoning her quirk, trying to attack them, but the guards wouldn't just look at it. Then my guards, the body weak ones by the way, tried to attack them, but something came. Someone stopped us. Oh, really? Who was it? We cannot remember their face nor their quirk. But remember lies piercing my guards and even grabbing 02. I tried to fight back, but this person then just knocked me out. The last thing I remember was my daughter screaming for help before she was put into a car. And after that, we were looking all over the place for her. 2 whole years of me looking for her. And I finally found it. 01 would then say, that's an interesting story and everything, but that still doesn't explain some of the questions I have. What was the deal you were talking about? Midoriya? Deal? I realized something. The same people that kidnapped my daughter was the same people that kidnapped Nana and the Hero, and I have some, how shall I put it? Heroes working for them. Midoriya would then say, so it wasn't just that fire hero, was it? Yes. I have sensed my gods, and they have told me that a bunch of heroes that are working for them, and experimentations that have been going for them. The Life Foundation knew it. So they are the voice of the voice. Darby would then say, not originally believing that Midori was telling the truth, but now realizing that the worst of the worst, or truly the worst of the worst. Anyways, I fear the two are having some money problems. That would be an understatement. We're villains. How about this? She would then say, snapping her finger. Well, you see, I have a lot of money thanks to what I own. I have some support companies helping me out as well, and many, many more monies to spend. So, how about this? We make a base for you. A base? An underground base so the heroes don't figure out. We'll have it hired as a support company upwards, but below them would be living quarters and everything else. So you will really help the Forsaken ones, won't you? I'll just take it as my daughter needing help. Alright then? Midoriya would then go up to her before shaking her hands. Well, I guess it's a deal then, isn't it, miss? Well, I guess you can say it too. Zero two then look at her mom before saying, I don't know if I can still call you mom. It's okay. It will take time for us first to build. Until then, I would like to go and she would then say to Zero. Hi there. She would then rub Zero's hair before she then says one word to him. Don't sit there break my daughter's heart, or else the next thing breaking would be all of your bones. Hero would be internally screaming. As yeah, I'm gonna end it off here. Hope you guys like this part. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And do vote in the community poll to see what ifs you guys want to see next. So yeah, bye.